Hello, fellow traders. Nutty Bar Trading coming to you, and it is Thursday, May the 9th. And I'm going to try to re-record this video. So if you might not have seen, but I actually uploaded the top 10 payout video for April last night or yesterday morning, I believe, is when I uploaded it. And I uploaded it and I immediately got multiple messages from people saying that the data for April isn't correct. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? But I was sent screenshots of payouts that was, legit screenshots from their payouts. And it obviously didn't match with the data that I had. So I knew I was missing something. So I did take down that video pretty directly. I think it was live for maybe an hour. So you might have seen it, you might not have, but that is the reason I took the video down. I knew something was off. The numbers were quite a bit lower than what they normally would be, or kind of what I was expecting. I thought, well, it's, maybe it's just the way it is. So I did some investigation. I double checked my data. Everything seemed to be right, but obviously it wasn't. So I reached out and basically, long story short, Apex did an update here a couple weeks ago and it messed up their data. So thankfully, now it's been resolved and I have all of the data for April and it's been confirmed. I've reached out and checked with some of those people that had reached out to me and all the numbers now add up. And it looks like, as far as I know, I have all the data now for April and everything should be correct. So that's awesome. So now I'm re-recording the video that I made a day ago. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. A couple things I want to go into. So one thing that you will see that looks a little different in the month of April and then continuing, Apex actually did change the formatting in some of how they display it. Basically, instead of having an abbreviated country, they now spell out the country, and which I think is great, but it actually caused me major headaches for compiling all the data and doing the group totals, because basically now that they spell out their country, that now makes it appear in my spreadsheet that that is a different and unique name. So basically, what I had to do is go through my prior transactions, which was close to 70,000 transactions, and convert the abbreviated country and convert it into the spelling out the full country name. And thankfully, I did do that. Everything is done. Everything is working as far as I know. And we have accurate and good data. So I'm glad that's done. And I really hope that Apex doesn't keep making these changes to how they display the data. It really messes with me. And sometimes I'm not sure that they don't do it on purpose just to mess with me. I don't know. But if they change the way they display data again next month, then I know I'm going to be on to them and I'm calling it. They are doing it on purpose. But for now, we're going to keep going on. We're going to keep pushing forward and we're going to make things work. So, excuse me. All right, let's dive in. It is time for April results. Obviously, March was a crazy month. Over 26 million in payouts, which, newsflash, I mean, this is how insane that and how big that Apex is compared to other prop firms. Like, a lot of people would say that Top Step is the second, is a really big prop firm, and they've been in business for over 10 years. Apex had more payouts in the month of March than Top Step has had lifetime. Yes, you heard that right. Apex has had more payouts and done more payouts in 1 month than Top Step has done lifetime. And I'm sure Michael Patak, that is a hard pill for him to swallow. And I'm sure he'll find some way to make fun of Apex. And then the next week, make changes to Top Step to become more like Apex. I'm sure you can figure it out, Michael, but I'll let that go. I'm a little bit petty today. So anyway, let's dive in. All right, April results are in. So here we go. Oh man, I gotta give a shout out to Trades by Matt. I feel bad for him. Before I had the complete data, he was actually in the number 8th spot with 80,000. And if you look in March, he was one spot outside of the top 10. And again for April, he is again one spot outside of the top 10. I promise that there's not a conspiracy to keep you out of the top 10. It just is what it is. Also, big shout out to Christian from New Jersey. That is Alpine Trader, also a fellow YouTuber. Obviously, Trades by Matt is also a fellow YouTuber, so give them a follow. They've been killing it. They have been doing great. And yeah, I'm trying. I'm not at their level yet, but we're at least I'm getting payouts. I think I'm now at 52,000 in payouts total for the year, which is I'm really, really happy with, considering it took me a year, I think, to finally get a payout. But one thing, while I'm being petty, I'm just going to be petty for a little bit longer. And I find it kind of ironic that Trades by Matt has been absolutely killing it with Apex, getting a lot of payouts, which is what matters. If you see some influencers taking screenshots and bragging about huge daily profits that they're making, yada, 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 hey, $100,000 days, and you see all that fancy stuff, Patrick Wieland, well, payouts is what matters, okay? The payouts is the only thing that matters. And if you look at Trades by Matt, there's, the reason I bring up Trades by Matt is because there's an individual, I think we all know who I'm talking about, the same individual that donated, $800 to my channel to insult me and my trading and insult my wife. And then he reimbursed and refunded the $800 a day later. Yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about. Patrick Wieland. So to consider that guy was the guy that was constantly making fun of Trades by Matt when Trades by Matt wasn't trading well, how the tables have turned, how the turns have tabled. So very interesting. I think if you scroll down long enough and far enough, all the way down somewhere around the 13,000s, I think we can find Patrick. So he has made a payout. Here we go. This is Patrick right here. So congratulations, Patrick. At least you're on the board. And now let's see. Hopefully we can see some consistency from him and not just these huge profit days. Let's see some payouts. So anyway, that's enough pettiness from me for the day. So I'm going to try to stay on point now. All right, top 10 is Michael from Illinois coming in at number 10 at 82,360. Nicely done. Then we have, okay, I need to make another point. So from now, when you want to be anonymous, it will display, it used to display the first letter of your name, and then it would show these asterisks. But now it just shows asterisks. It doesn't even show the first letter of your name. But then it will show your city and state and country, which I do like because it helps to differentiate a little bit better and make it a little easier for grouping the subtotals to make sure if someone is anonymous that it isn't grouped with another person that might be in the same state. Now you would have to be in the same city and state and be anonymous before you would be grouped together with possibly someone else. So here there's no name from South Korea, and the total is 84,000 coming in at number 9. Then we have Kevin from California coming in at number 8 with 85,500. And then we have Michael from New Jersey coming in at number 7 at 97,650. And then we have Kevin from Ontario, Canada coming in at number 6 with 98,500. And then we have Can Chan from North Carolina coming in number 5 at 153,000. Nicely done. And then we have another, we don't have the name, from the United Kingdom, coming in at number 4 with 181,000. Excuse me, I have this ticklish cough this morning. And then we have Srikanth, I want to say. If I apologize if I'm butchering your name. Coming in at number 3 from India with $306,000. 306,000. Man, I am tongue-tied. $735,000. And then Felix from Spain, $655,000. Very nicely done. And then rounding out the top 10 and our only one and only person over $1 million withdrawal for the month of April, coming in at number 1, Andras. I'm probably butchering that name. I apologize. From Hungary, 1.1 million. So again, a killer month for Apex for the month of April. And it's just amazing. And I always use this as motivation. I always use these lists as motivation. And if you took a payout and you're anywhere on this list, congratulations, you're doing it and keep at it. But it just shows that it's possible. It shows it's possible, and it gives me the motivation to try to be a better trader, because I'm on the list, but I'm pretty far down. I know I have a lot of room for improvement, and it just gives me motivation to kill it. All right, let's move to the top 24 or top 10 list for 2024. So this list we started this year, where we're only looking at the top 10 for only the year of 2024. So from January until now. Also of note, of course, this data only includes to the end of April. So the May payouts and stuff will be next month. So rounding out the top 10, we have 4 people already over $1 million in withdrawals with Apex for the year of 2024. That is awesome. So we got Srikanth coming in at number 10 with 350,000. Julian coming in at number 9 with 400,000. Can Chan coming in number 8, 435,000. We have Ken from California coming in number 7 with 478,000. Ying from California coming in at number 6 with 640,000. We got Felix from Spain coming in at number 5, 671,000. And then rounding out the top 4 and all of them over $1 million in withdrawals, Justin from California coming in at number 4, Andreas coming in at number 3, 1.1 million. And then rounding out the top 2, Brian at 1.4 million. And then just a little bit more is Bryce at 1.43 million. Coming in at number 1. So again, that's awesome. It's just crazy to me. It is crazy. The opportunities that prop firms give is just, it's hard to deny it. And, you know, I hear a lot of people talk smack about prop firms and they want to call them scams, and which, you know, it's just the opportunities. Does everyone get a payout? No, they do not. Do people fail? Yes, they do. A lot of people fail. That is very true. But I always say, like, I don't think that is really a valid argument. If you trade your own money on a live account, most people will fail. But your cost of entry with prop firms, most people will still fail. But your cost of entry and your educational cost, so if you want to call it that, is way lower with prop firms than it would be if you had to invest your own money into an actual brokerage and try to learn in that way. So that's always my challenge. And another thing that I always hear, I always question is this: if you are a profitable trader, if you, let's say you're trading your own, you have your own brokerage, not your own brokerage, but you have your own brokerage account and you're trading futures and you're consistently profitable with your personal account and you've proven that you're consistently profitable, what is keeping you from taking advantage of prop firms? Because if you've proven that you're consistently profitable, trading with prop firms would be like taking candy from a baby. There's money here that can be made, and it's exponential. And you can see by these payouts that Apex pays out. You do. So I always wonder why people are hesitant and don't. I think a lot of times people don't understand it. So when they don't understand it, they ridicule it. But anyway, that I think would be rant number 3. So I'll try to move it along here. All right, we're almost done. Per person all time, we did have one change to this top 10 list. I'm just going to quickly go over it. I'm not going to go through each name again, but basically Andreas from Hungary, he has now made a move into the top 10, and he is currently sitting at number 6, which means everyone was bumped down below him. And M from Nevada, I'm sorry, but you were yeeted. You were yeeted from the top 10. Nothing I can do about it. So, all right, that does it. The per month summary, and I just realized I forgot to update this, so I'm just going to do it live. Give me just a second as I do this, because I do not want to re-record this video. Just a second. This will take 5 seconds. See? Already done. So for as crazy of a month as March was, April, Apex paid out about 700,000 more in the month of April than they did in March, which is crazy. I did not think that they would have a bigger month this month than they had last month. So, I mean, that's just crazy. Those are some crazy numbers. In the past 2 months, Apex has paid out over $50 million. That is crazy, okay? And all you naysayers about, oh, that's not sustainable, blah, 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 blah. You know what? If you don't think it's sustainable, then don't use Apex. Leave it for the rest of us. That's my comment. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. Again, I really enjoy doing these videos. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every one of you. And we will be live streaming. Actually, not live streaming today. It's Thursday. I actually have to run. I'm a little bit late for a meeting. And then I'll be back at it tomorrow on Friday. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. That really helps me out. I really do appreciate it. So that's it. Take care, everyone. And God bless.